Yeah, because the thing about Twitch Prime is it doesn't auto resub. You have to manually do it each month. So just be on top of that if you are interested in that like sub chain or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna be watching Genesis 6 VODs again today. A lot of focus on Wolf. Like I'm watching right here. We got Shuton versus Void, which is some Pichu and then some Wolf. Then we have me versus K9, Buzz versus Acre, and then at the end I've got Tweak versus the Buzz. And I don't think he goes Wolf in that, but I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, we're gonna start off with Shuton versus Void. I think you know Void starts out with Pichu. That definitely is a. I think Olimar beats Pichu slightly. Just we kill Pichu very early. We can whistle some of their hard hitting stuff outside of the multi hits. It can, you can get away with a lot of stuff. You can outrange Pichu in a lot of ways. It's very hard for Pichu to get in. It doesn't have an amazing approach option because Quick Attack doesn't have a hitbox. But we'll see where they go for game one. And I believe Void had been struggling with Olimar before this. Like he lost to the Buzz and stuff like that. So they go Stadium. Stadium is fine, I think. I'm really hit or miss at this stage. There are matchups where it's super good, it's super important, you need the room to run, and then there are other matchups where I just never want to come here. I don't want to fight a character here. But I think it is overall a good Olimar stage. You have a lot of room to run, like I said, which is very good. You have the platform layout is actually quite strong for Olimar. It makes doing desyncs off plucks pretty easy. It gives you some protection, but it's not like overbearing level of platform protection, and it's hard for them to abuse it because there's not either a third middle platform or they're so far apart that unless you're a character with very specific tools, say like Shulk, who can just like go faster than anyone else, it's going to be very difficult for them to run from you, and you can't catch their landings. My only issue with this stage is the horizontal blast zones relative to the stage are a bit, I guess, close, at least for my liking. So it can get a little hairy off there, but it's not too bad. Right there, you just saw something, uh, and this is one of the reasons that I think it can be very scary for Pichu. Pichu jumps, Thunder Jolts in, and shoots it. Well, Shuton forward smashes, right? Hits Thunder Jolt, but then Void still approaches after he Thunder Jolts because he either wants you to shield, he wants you to hit it, he wants to apply some form of pressure and get in. Because, like I said, Pichu doesn't have like a super free go-to approach option, at least not against Olimar. So he forward smashes, it hits the Thunder Jolt, and then Void keeps coming in, and then it hits him, and then he gets forward smashed and starts a combo. So you can do a lot of stuff like that. There are even times where you can forward smash, hit a Thunder Jolt, and then you forward smash again, and they come in. You can actually hit them with the sweet spot of 2 different F smashes, just because of how it like delays your hitboxes and such. Down smash, that was very solid attempt. Like he's just, it's scary. That stock was 20 seconds. Just a lot of like, it looks like right here, like Void trying to figure out how to even get in on Olimar. Shuton doing what he needs to do. He's like sitting in that mid range, kind of like forcing him to react to something or approach, and then he's catching him with like a dash attack, or not a dash attack, but like an F smash or a down tilt or a fair or something like that. He's just like, if I sit right outside your range, you have to commit before I do, because you can throw Pikmin or you can forward smash. Like, look at that. Like, he's just, these are mostly safe buttons. I don't know if he tried to whistle that, but I think he could have. Back air to shield is pretty solid there. That was good. That was pretty obvious, I think, that he wanted that Thunder. So like right here, he's got rage. He's this is VOD analysis for Genesis 6. So he's got Pichu's got rage, very strong. Thunder is an absurdly strong move. If they hit you like from combo into base or whatever, they just hit you with the base. It's super strong. Shuton's around 56%. So he's approaching here. He's getting stage position. He wants to put him off stage, right? And in this area, if that Thunder hits, Shuton's dead. it's close enough to the blast zone where he's just not going to live that. So what Shuton does is he drifts outwards. He like throws, but he doesn't commit. You don't want to commit to going back in because Void here is in that he's in a position where he needs to equalize the stock now. He needs to get some footing because right now he has literally nothing. He's down a stock and a half. And Shuton knows that when Void is pushing forward, he wants to keep that pressure going, and then that's his ticket. So if you pull back, at most he's going to clip you with a fair, probably won't kill, probably won't even hit you with the forward air. And this way it kind of gives you a little bit of extra insurance, and that if he does go for something else, that's fine. You can still weave around him, and you're not caught by a thunder. And then he catches up with an up air there. I think he's a little slow after that fair. He definitely could have followed that up. That was a good air dodge. I really like that forward tilt. Can you angle forward tilt from Peachy? Because that looked angled up. If so, I didn't know that. That was a super solid whistle in there. When you're at the ledge like that, whistle into nair, or just like nair in general, is a super good option, right? So like here you would think, oh, I'll fair or I'll up air or something. But the nice thing about neutral air is it doesn't like lock you into one position. Like when you fair and then you go back. When you bear, you like cross them up or you know whatever it is. But when you neutral air, you have the ability to not only cross them up or land in front of them, and you can kind of change it up on a moment's notice. But there's so many there's so many hits to it because it's a multi-hit move that it increases the likelihood of shield poking in a game where shield poking is already pretty prevalent. And that's what you want. Like when you're at this position, your goal isn't I need to kill them or I need to combo them. Usually, it's I need to get off the ledge and I need to find myself a secure spot. And neutral air is so good because you can mix it up in so many different ways on how you land on them, the timings, all of that stuff. And if you hit it, if you hit the right, that's Shuton, yes. If you hit the right, like hit of it, you can combo into smashes, aerials, whatever it is. But it kind of there's so much potential, I guess, when you hit a neutral air for different things to happen. It's really good because of that shield poke potential. Or you can hit them and they can shield it, and then they'll try and drop shield because they think it's over, and then you catch them with one last hit or something like that. Like there, I'm pretty sure. What's his name? Void jumped out of shield to try and do something. Also, neutral air is also your fastest aerial tied with forward air for frame 7. And it hits all around you, which is super good when you're right near someone on the ledge. 104, no rage. It's ridiculous how easy you kill Pichu. So he goes Wolf at this point, which I wholeheartedly agree with. Not because Wolf beats Olimar. I think Wolf is an even matchup versus Olimar. I think Shuton is not the best at this matchup, at least from when I watched his Zachary sets. I mean, he also did lose to Void. Not to downplay Void. I mean, he got second in the tournament. He's a phenomenal player, as Zachary. But I think, overall, if I'm being totally honest, just from watching, my sets and playing against him, from some of the stuff I've seen DeBuzz do against, like, Zachary or other Wolves or whatever, and then from what I've seen of Shuton, I think, overall, we're all not as good at the Wolf matchup as we could be. I feel like we let him get away with too much, or we're not super aware on certain punishes that we need to be landing and things like that. So there's a lot of work to be done. But I would say out of us three, I personally think Shuton is the weakest at the matchup. I know when I watched him versus Zachary, I felt like he was playing it very Smash 4-esque, and that's not how you want to do it. But they go FD, and I think also lose to Tweak's Wolf or Tweak play Wario. I don't know. Hey MD Dragon, how's it going? I didn't see him versus Tweak. That's who he lost to in losers, right? I tried looking it up. I didn't see it. I don't know if it was off stream or I just didn't see it. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure who Tweak played against him. But FD, I think it's an alright stage. I would probably ban I'd probably ban Kalos as one, and then like At this tournament, probably would have been Siege the other against Olimar or against Wolf. If he didn't ban Siege, then probably would have been like Battlefield. So I think FD's a fine stage. Void is playing a pretty safe with those nairs and lasers. Didn't want to do too much. Went for the dare there. That was alright. There wasn't too much commitment in that dare. It's a lot of back and forth right now. Like Shuton doesn't want to commit too much or get clipped by like a Wolf aerial because they're so good. But at the same time, like Void isn't trying to get Tweak played Wolf against Shuton. It's on 2GG's channel. Okay. I'll probably watch that today then instead of the Tweak versus the Buzz. But like you know, Tweak doesn't urge Void doesn't want to get called by anything big and they're gonna combo started because Wolf is kind of combo food, very easy to kill. The biggest thing about Wolf is that you want to respect his hitboxes to a certain degree. Like there's an area like right around him, like a very small bubble around him, where you have to be like, okay, I can't challenge this, or I need to respect the snare, or I need to respect this bear. Same with up smash out of shield. It has such a large like scooping radius because his legs go all super far out that it can get really dangerous to be around him in certain areas. You have to be very mindful of what you're hitting him with. I also want to try and take note of like how much Shuton's whistling, if at all, in like this set. That was a super good back air. It didn't kill. What the hell? Honestly, if you're unsure, if he's up being like that, if Wolf is up being like that, and he's going like straight up, and you're not confident in your down air, just get away from the ledge. You're not gonna down smash it. At least not from my experience. That hitbox is so disjointed and large and has massive knockback that you don't even want to mess with it a lot of the time if you're not confident in getting a dare out beforehand. If they're side being though, it's free down smash with the yellow, like every time. He got back air there. That I don't agree with. So he gets knocked off, and I understand why he did it. Like he didn't want to get bogged down, but I think that third Pikmin, this purple right here, he most definitely could have kept because he was going to have enough gas. He hasn't even upbeat until like this point. He has enough gas to get there, no problem. Even with one Pikmin, he can still like juke him just the same. And if Void's gonna hit him, it's not gonna be because he doesn't have no Pikmin. So he just gave up a purple for no reason. Likely due to like panicking, but it, I would argue, did more harm than good because I mean having that purple is so important. Evo Japan did not know. Like right there, he did the same thing, and I know yellow's lighter, so you get a little bit more mobility. But overall, I think it was definitely should have kept the purple. That was a good forward air. Called him out there. That was exactly what I was thinking too. That was a super smart purple side beyond them to catch him when he was drifting down. 'Cause a lot of people don't think about that when they're drifting down, but you can like tap them with it and they're dead. Okay. Felt like that dash attack was a little obvious, but you know, it's the heat of the moment. You gotta be a little careful when you're getting up from the ledge with Wolf. He has so many fast kill options, or not fast kill options, but like good kill options. A lot of them are tilts too. Forward tilt lingers a bit because it's the multi-hit. Up tilt will catch you right on him. Things like that, so you gotta be careful. And I guess it's so hard to follow up on jab in this game because it sucks. Like you don't get much off of it. Alright, see, he went for the down air there and he just misspaced it. But it was a fine attempt, I think. Oh, okay. I did not expect that to reach either. I guess the lunge forward on that. The lunge forward on that forward smash just caught Shuton off guard as well. I guess staying on the ledge probably would have been his best bet there. He might have got like down tilted or something after. He just chose the wrong option and ended up getting him punished. You gotta be, in this game, since your grab is so like laggy, you have to be very smart about landing. That was a good landing up here. You have to be smart about going for it because you can't. Every time you grab, there's so much lag that, and they already know you want it because it's a blue, right? So you're playing a dangerous game with that. I think he might have been able to grab after that jab with how the way Void reacted. Fair into fair, that's fine. Okay. Oh, that was good. I probably would have gone for a fair there. Picking the purple back up. Can he go for back air maybe? I think he should be pressuring his shield right there. Like, so, they're having a little scuffle. He hits him, fairs him, and then he gets the other side, and then he goes to the back air. I probably would have just let a forward smash rip into the back of Void's face. Like, unless I think the only two things he could have done, not counting shield, and he probably wouldn't have shielded, would have been like reflector, which I am from this game currently, I do not think was on the top of his mind. And then maybe like a narrative shield, but even then that kind of it's risky. And he might have either been able to like kill him or put him in a spot where he just wasn't gonna live. So I think that was a little like Shuton got scared, or he was worried about respecting him, and then ended up costing him a bit more. Like he gave away some potentially big advantage. Just gotta respect it. Don't even mess with it. Oh. Okay, okay. He should live that. Should have kept the blue. Should have kept the blue. Should have kept the blue and not even messed around with that. That was a pretty sloppy like it to me it looks like Shuton's panicking in some of these scuffles, which like I said, that's totally justified when you're at a tournament of this caliber. Your last hit against, these other top players, it's very stressful. But I think being more confident in his play, not getting super scary, being like, I'm gonna hit you when you're here and things like that. And then his off stage, like he's dumping Pikmin when he has no need to, and that greatly reduces your ability to be able to like fight back properly. And that's not very good. Um, so I think like really like gauging when you're off stage, do I need to throw this Pikmin? Not I should throw this Pikmin so I can have some extra mobility. Be like, do I need to throw this? Like, is there an actual benefit to it? Um, like, and there wasn't. It provided any benefit it did provide with the extra speed or whatever was just negligible in the end. At that distance, maybe if he was like all the way off stage, but he's close enough to the ledge where he doesn't need it. I want to see where Shuton goes. Back to FD. I'm thinking about stages that he probably banned. Yoshi's Island Brawl is most likely one of them. You do not want to take Olimar to Yoshi's Island Brawl. And maybe Siege. I don't know. I'm thinking either Siege or like Smashville or Yoshi's Island or Yoshi's Story. But Yoshi's Island Brawl is probably for sure one of them. Or I imagine Shuton would have took him there. But I think FD's alright if he's comfortable there, especially. Down throw. Okay. You can't do that. I don't know. I know Shuton knows that. He probably just had a lapse in like thought for a moment there. When you down throw someone with one Pikmin, you cannot immediately follow up. Like if you want to fair, you have to wait just a moment, but you cannot down throw up smash to the same Pikmin unless you once again wait a moment. But the issue with that is when you're waiting a moment with up smash, it's usually too slow. So don't, if you grab with one Pikmin or something like that, you need to give it a second and then probably fair. I'm assuming he dropped shield there. Shuton's trying to be a bit more in his face in this game, which I think is fine, to be honest. Oh, that was a slow reaction. He could have grabbed off that clank with the gun. Oh my god, that was dumb. Tried to punish him, and then he ended up getting blown up by the side B. Okay. I wouldn't have thrown that purple. I think the angle he was at there probably wasn't worth it. You gotta whistle. You gotta whistle. You need to be confident, my boy. Oh, that was so good. Nared him and read his air dodge. It doesn't look like Shuton's very confident in his ability to whistle. At least not landing against Wolf, which is pretty important, I'd say. I mean, whistling is important no matter who you fight, but I think you kind of need to be able to do that. Oh. Yeah, yeah, if you too concerned with drifting in against like when you're getting comboed like that, because you don't want to hold out, right? It's very unintuitive to hold like out and DI out when you're getting comboed, even though you should a lot of the time, like just so you make it harder for them to continue the combo. But I think that was a great display from Void where he was like, okay, you want to keep holding in? I'm doing pretty good, Vic. How about you? Where you keep holding in, and then you're so concerned with getting back to stage, you like tunnel vision in a sense, where and then they're just like, all right, dare. I mean, I do that same thing with Olimar. Like I'll be like combo whatever, and then like I'll jab somebody, and then I'll just immediately run off dare because their first thing is I don't want to go out. You know, it's Olimar or it's Wolf or it's whoever. I don't want to go to the blast zone. That's scary. I need to stay closer to stage, DI out, and then they don't always immediately realize what's happening, and you run off and you dare them, and they lose their stock. But that game felt like Shuton tried to kind of match his tempo there, play aggressive. There's a few instances where he just reacted too slow, or he didn't follow up when he had the time. There was a few instances where he would try and fair or up smash when they just weren't appropriate options to do, or like he would do them and then his next option after would be kind of sloppy in a sense, and he'd get punished for it. Like there was a time where he up smashed a shield, I think with a blue, and he got up smashed out of shield. You have to be mindful of the colors you're up smashing with. So that's something to keep in mind. I think his whistles were pretty poor. Like I assume he tried once or twice and just didn't get it and then gave up. But you have to be like, if you mess up, that doesn't mean give up and stop whistling. That means figure out why you're not whistling on time and start doing it, right? It's there for a reason. It's an option that helps landing or recovering immensely. And just because you screwed up a few times doesn't mean you need to be like giving up on it entirely, because that's just going to hurt you more in the long run. Smashville? Okay, so he didn't ban Smashville. I think the stage is fine. It can be a little annoying if like Wolf is under the platform and just like camping hard with the lasers, but for the most part, I like it. There we go. See, that's what you want to do. But it's hard to do it over and over again. I can definitely vouch for that. So I mean, hitting 2 is pretty good. Okay, doesn't get down smash there, thankfully. Back throw. You want the percent, you want the stage advantage. Because back throw is your highest damage throw. There we go. Catches him whiffing, that's good. See, he's adjusted a bit more. Like, he's still, like, ready to press buttons, but he's not, like, I'm going to rush you down and I'm going to fair you all the time. And he's, like, letting, shoot on, or not shoot on, he's letting Void kind of whiff a bit more, and that's really important. There's one thing I do want to say about Shuton as a player, in that his adaptation is absurd. Like, he's one of the, at least in Smash 4, and I assume so going into this game, he's just a player that would adapt to, like, almost anything. Was crazy. So seeing how he's kind of, like, in one game where he got 2 stock, to be like, okay, yeah, that's not very good. He's kind of adjusted a bit more, and I think it's really key for, I mean, just this game in general, but a volatile matchup like Wolf versus Olimar. Forward throw, yep. I would not throw a purple here, so I'm glad he didn't either. Little hesitation on the forward smash there, but it's alright. I'm assuming that was a mix-up, like, or like that was an accident with the buffer system, with the way it works. He did not want to grab that way. That's fine. That was so good. I didn't even see that coming. And you back at him right back. It's like, alright, you want that stock? DI out. Jump was fine there. I probably would have tried to whistle the option. But either one works. That was an accident. Struggling with the wolf matchup. Any tips? It varies from character to character, but just respect his aerials, like enough to not try and punish them a lot of the time, or punish the like good ones like Nair. That was really good. The patience from Shuton there was important because like Void wanted him to kind of come back in and keep chasing, and that's why you see him keep going for these down smashes because they're so strong. Gets the back throw, that's fine. That was a good rising up here. Kind of catching him slipping in that point. Oh, let's go Shuton. I would have dropped down, thrown the purple as I was recovering, then up air to shield. If he didn't want to respect it, but I think this is fine too. Run to the ledge? No. Alright. So he went for something that was alright there. But if he really wanted to be slick and call out like Void on his shit, what you do is so right here, like so he knocks him over there, and then what you need to do is run, turn around, yellow down smash. Yellow down smash is gonna be bigger, and it's probably gonna be more likely to hit him. And then you catch his regular get up at the frames, and then he's probably dead. Like if you have, well, he just down smash him right there. If you have the yellow, you really want to try and utilize it in those instances. Yeah, so 2 stocks him back. It's game 5. A lot of game 5s this tournament. Where are we going now? Battlefield. I don't know what Shuton banned. But I mean, Battlefield probably would have been open to me as well, to be honest, now I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I mean, this stage is alright. I'm not a huge fan of it against Wolf. I feel like he can jump kind of well, or he can be really lame under the platforms, but it's not the worst. Like you see right there, that's what he's doing. He's just sitting on the platform. He wants to throw lasers. He wants to be really like, he wants to make it frustrating to fight him. People still trying to do that. That's something I want to touch down though on. So he up smash, spot dodges right to grab, and then he jabs. And at lower percents, I like almost everybody spot dodges after the jab, right? What you want to do if you have anything but a purple is just like either slightly charge forward smash or just let forward smash go, and you're likely going to catch them with the sweet spot, or the not sweet spot, the sour spot, because it's going to go like there's that distance between you, right? Let me go back frame by frame. So there's like this distance between you, right? So he jabbed him. He's going to spot dodge. You forward smash, it's going to go here, and your spot dodge will your forward smash will outlast his spot dodge intangibility every day of the week, right? Like you're going to catch him, and then once you catch him there, you can either knock him away, or you can potentially get a grab follow up depending on how the knockback is, or a down tilt, or a fair. But since jab is not safe at those low percents on most characters, you're just better off doing something else. Shuton opts to try and read maybe like a roll back into an up smash, and I think that was a little too greedy when he could have just gone for that forward smash for the free damage. Down throw, dash attack. Dash attack's super frustrating. I feel like it just catches you so. What the hell? He just dropped down from the ledge to try and do something. Good call with down smash. I mean, what was he at? Let's see what old Shuton was at. 50. He was at 50. I don't know if he DI'd that right, but that's bonkers, dude. Forward smash there. Yep. Purple. Okay. Alright. Play VeggieTales wrap. I have no intention of doing that. Accidental goes a little too low, but that's fine. Gets caught with the dash attack once again. It's got such a lingering hitbox that goes out. That was a really good. I really like that combo. So he's outplaying him. He's outplaying him pretty hard, to be honest. Wolf boxes. He's outplaying him pretty hard. Like the main thing is just like not letting Wolf like blow you up with something. Because I mean, as Olimar, we can do that pretty well. So I'm actually in because I didn't see this set live, so I'm interested to see how he loses this. Oh shoot, how do you lose this? What happens? I'm not playing the wrap. I don't know if that was an accidental purple throw that way, but alright, up smash won't kill. Oh, catches it in the back here. That's something you gotta watch out for. Especially on platform stages like that. If someone knocks you up, like with an up smash normally too. So you get up smash and you're like, okay, I'm fine. He just up smashed me. I don't have to think too much. And then like when they're really going for it, I mean, I do this with Olimar too, like up B to get that extra distance. Don't assume that like you're going to that you're gonna like be okay. You know, they're ready to follow you. They're ready to follow you. You know, you can't just like discount that idea. And especially in a intense set like this where it's game 5, you kind of got to try and be aware of literally everything. Good follow up with the nair. Alright, yeah, I killed the pigman right as it started. The forward smash. Back throw. Nope, down throw. Is he gonna kill him with the back air? Caught him with another jump from the ledge, down smash. So what did that teach us, everyone? Don't jump from the ledge when the wolf keeps down smashing. Pretty unfortunate. I think Shuton was doing actually a lot better than I thought he would initially. Like, after not seeing this out for the first time, I think he did really well. So he's definitely, like, at least from the last time I saw him play the wolf matchup, I think he handled it much better this time. Biggest thing is you have to play in a way where you are trying your hardest to negate every cheesy early kill that wolf can get. You want to turn it into a battle of who gets their combos into their straight hits. And the thing is, your combos are a lot more like, not counting like random side B ones or whatever. Your combos are a lot more devastating than Wolf's when you touch him. And you have a lot more stray kill moves in the fact that like he's got his smashes and he's got his tilts, but they don't have the range like Olimar's does. You know, you don't get to throw out like you have up air, back air, dare, fair. Those can all kill relatively well. Your smashes, they're really fast, just like his, but they're better in some ways. Like they're not as committal, or most of them aren't. Your tilts aren't as good, but that's alright. You have a kill throw that's much better than his. How do you get off the like? Just like you have to time. Everyone has the same options. It's all about timing them differently and not going for ones that are going to put you in like harm's way. Like had he done regular get up there and timed it right, he wouldn't have got down smashed. But instead he opted to drop down jump, and because it's such a strong option for Olimar to drop down jump fair, nair, side B, whatever it is. And he died twice that game. So regular get up, you could have risked rolling. It might have been a little ballsy. But I think regular get up probably would have been his best bet there. Or potentially like an earlier drop from the ledge into like falling up air and hope you catch him before the down smash comes out. But that's also pretty risky. Alright, so this is me versus K9. He goes Wolf. So we start game 1 on Smashville. I'm pretty fond of this stage. Yeah, I mean, I've already given most of my thoughts on the matchup in general, so I'll just get into it and we'll see how it goes. This set was very stressful for me. Who is that Olimar on screen? What do you mean, what Olimar on screen? Hey Zeus, how's it going? So like we're going back and forth as well. A lot of like hit combo, and then just trying to do stuff. Like he got a pretty good combo on me early on. He goes for the jab there, like right there. I remember I up smashed him and spotted. I was like, oh okay, he has a better idea. That guy in the tournament talking about me. Um, I up smashed him and then he went to the jab immediately after. I was like, okay, that is good to know. So I kind of set the tone that he has a solid idea on how to deal with Olimar, which I mean to be expected. He lives in SoCal. Called me with that back air there. Wolf's back air has that sour spot that still kills, so you gotta be a little careful. So I throw red there. I don't like red. You saw how Shuton likes it, so you're definitely gonna see some differences in how we like handle our Pikmin. Like you see how I'm not throwing mine until I need to. Like I want to keep my Pikmin if I can. You know, it takes time to pluck them. It takes, you know, you're burning resources to do it. Like I didn't need to throw the purple there, so I didn't. He goes for a dash attack. I managed to jump away. I think the way I'm playing it compared to like Shuton is Shuton tried to press a lot of buttons before um Void did, whereas I'm trying to like ideally, yeah, you want to hit Wolf before he hits you. I'm trying to sit right outside of his range and press a lot of buttons, like as things happen. Not so much like let me rush him down. At least not to like get my ideal lineup. Let me not like rush him down and do this. Like sit like more of a mid range, like pop, 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 and then when I'm coming down, I'll press a lot of buttons. So I'm like, get off of me, get away from me, because I don't want to get caught in like a defensive spot where he can punish me or something like that. The old double up smash, a classic. Off for the ledge there. It was a little sloppy on my part, but it definitely, like, I was more comfortable there because of the invincibility on him and what it would give me. Should have gone for a fair there, watching that back, like, because the side B he went over it, or went over him. Catches me with the tip of F tilt. You're going to see me go for a lot of desyncs. I do that a lot on platforms. I think did I snipe him here? No, I don't. I think here I was like, okay, I want to get a blue throw, but I can't panic. Because, like, okay. Because you don't want to get, like, too obvious about it, right? So against him, I'm like 99% sure I ban Siege and Kalos, yeah. He takes me Stadium. This is kind of becoming the new Smash Roll for a lot of people. They like it. They find comfort here. Wolf can do pretty decent here, I think, as well. I mean, he still kills decently. It gives him kind of like an easier time edge guarding off stage because there's not as much room, and you're kind of confined to an area, and he can kind of put his lasers under the platforms pretty solidly. I don't think it's a bad stage for Olimar, though, in the matchup. I think it's just fine. Like you see how I kind of like run and then I hit and I run and then I hit. Like I need to just get just out of his range and then I'll hit. Like I don't want to be too much in his face usually. But he's playing very differently than Void did for sure. That was a good dash tech. I don't know if I tried to whistle that. I might not have been able to. It looked like I could have. I'm amazing. Don't jump. But yeah, I'm not sure if I could have whistled that. I might have been able to. Back there for the damage. So, you know, I get the parry there, and instead I go for the jab, because I don't even want to risk my smash dying. And even though I don't get a follow up off the jab, I get him off of me and I get free damage. So it's fine to go for a jab. It's fine to go for things like that. You know, you don't always need like a super hard punish. Ideally, you want one, but if you don't get one, it's not the end of the world. I have no idea how that dash tag went to my thing. That was I actually want to go back and point out what I was talking about with that neutral layer. So you're gonna see like I start on the left side of him and I hit him, and then I immediately drift to the then I get behind him in a way that he can't punish me with like his narrative shield. Like it just didn't work. Like Nair is such a strong option, and since you can cancel it out of a B and things like that, it just gives you a lot of freedom to mix up how you're landing. I wanted to whistle that. I got a little greedy with that, to be honest. Um, but yeah, had it whistled, I would probably would have been fine. Might even got a kill there. He grabbed me right as I went to grab him. I think it might be just better to like spot dodge if you notice someone's jabbing a lot like that, like after you're doing something, like because spot dodging is so strong in this game, it's a habit for a lot of people. Um, myself included to some extent. So like, don't be afraid to just like hold the shield button, especially if you think they're not going to grab. Down smashed, and then yeah, he did a good job of like kind of constantly trying to catch me killing him there. I should have been more like, okay, he got the hit. Let me just like reel back and not mess around with that, and then be like, okay, yeah, he hit me with some dumb stuff or whatever. I'm losing. I need to reset the game, kind of, and go from there, and then just outplay him again, as opposed to trying to ram my head into the wall and force the kill. And he kept seeing that he wanted, especially with the blue. It's like, I want the blue grab. I want the blue grab. And it's like, okay, you want this? Let me punish you here and here and here until he finally gets his kill. So he did not ban Yoshi's Island Brawl, and well, you're gonna find out why you don't want to let Olimar take you here. Stage is wild, dude. Oh, this is so good. Oh, that slant is so. And then I even tacked the white on, because for those that don't know, when so the slants, right? They affect side B. They affect like your arc. Like if you're standing like right here, and you throw, your Pikmin will go more like that, or like that, depending on their color. But if you're standing like right here and you're facing to the right and you throw, it goes straight at that diagonal down. So you'll see what I do there. So you can actually do that with purples. If you see someone going down there, and you can throw a purple just like at that like straight diagonal down line. You'll see I do here with the white. It just goes straight down. Tackle white on, but you can kill with the purple that way. And that's one of the reasons that it's also the stage is really good for you, because it allows you so many more angles from side B that you can do it from like one or two spots, just in the corner, that allows you to cover a lot more stage. Like you can do you can cover the entire stage like with a white with doing it at the right side or right point on the stage. So right there, so you saw how right there, his spacing wasn't the best. He was a bit far away, but I want to point out like what he did here, right? So he's there, and then I don't drop down and go in for the forward air. I drop down and go down a little bit, and then I let myself wait just a moment, and then I ride to the forward air. And it might have his down smash might have caught me had he been closer, but I wanted to go down and not immediately go into it. So I didn't get it that time, unfortunately, but it's alright. You see how? So that's an example of what I was talking about. He knocks me off stage. All right, he knocks me off stage. I have 3 Pikmin. What do? I don't up air. I whistle twice to reorganize my line to get a color I want in first, and then I throw the purple. Purple lands on stage. I recover. I get to keep all 3 of my Pikmin, and because of that, I'm able to drop down from ledge, purple side B into the forward air. Didn't have to burn my Pikmin. Had he been chasing me off stage, yeah, I might have thrown some earlier. But because he let me recover exactly how I wanted to, there was no reason for me to burn my Pikmin. Yoshi's Island Brawl especially has these very, small blast zones that are close to the ledge, so you can oftentimes recover easy. I use Whistle to get the Pikmin I want in first, because you don't want to up air there, because up air, while your fastest aerial, has a slower recovery time than Whistle. Whistle's first active frame is 18, I believe. So you're able to get more out of it, rearrange your line real quick, and then keep all your Pikmin. Another parry into a jab. Hit him with that fat F tilt. You know how it is. So I put the white there, and then, recover with the purple once again. He goes to the Nair here. This is really good. Thank you for that. I did my best at Genesis and Will at Frostbite as well. So there, I don't know if the slant affected how I got that jab jab follow up, or because like it looked like it was true because there was less ground. So I'm not sure if that's why, but I did go for the grab there. So I did run a risk of it maybe being spot dodgeable, but it ended up paying off. I deserve more viewers. Thank you. I do my best. I do my best. He upbeats me there. I was not expecting like a straight horizontal upbeat like that, so he definitely got me with that. Whistle right there. Bam, look at that. He killed himself, which was really unfortunate. But you saw, like, they want to treat it almost like Diddy fairness, since it's like, fair, fair. You're DIing out, that third fair, whistle. It won't always work out every combo, but like, it's frame 2 armor. You can get a lot of stuff with that. So he takes me town and city, and I think I run it back to town, don't I? After that. What? Yo, thank you. Callan, I don't know how to pronounce that exactly. I don't remember it, and I don't want to mess it up. But thank you for the resub. I think it's Callan. But thank you for the resub. You know, welcome to the astronauts. I'm gonna actually restart this game over. I actually started a little bit too late, to be honest. If you do have your sub in Discord linked, you can join my sub Discord. Now you get sub games. Yeah, I just got to do them again. But yeah, I mean, I'll probably do sub battles again in the future. I've just been lazy about it. But I'm also thinking about playing with subs off stream and stuff whenever I have more time. I've just been super busy lately. So he takes me town. It's fine stage, I think. I like the blast zones here. It can help me live longer. I'm not like, I know I can kill him pretty solidly as well. So I think it's overall fine. So right there, I back throw instead of down throw because I only had one Pigman. I would have had to wait for the fair. It might not have even worked because it was a red, not too much knockback. And I wanted the back throw to try and back throw him into maybe like hit him somewhere. Like, you know, if I can back throw him and then he commits to the wrong option, I jab him down to a forward smash, I can then knock him off stage and potentially gimp him earlier. Town is a good counter pick. That was a bad dare on my part. He spaced that forward smash perfectly out of my range, and then like I think it gets a little bit of pullback too, so my dare kind of just landed right in front of him, so that was really good on his part. That super tight spacing, so I had to be a bit more careful. Probably should have gone for a forward air at that point, but it is what it is. So I go for the back throw there again because I didn't feel confident in down throwing with a triple blue, like a triple Pikmin blue grab at like 40 something, and getting an actual follow up because he might have DI'd out. And the back throw was going to give me solid damage regardless, and it was going to give me a stage position, which I felt was more important. And then even there, you saw I got a white on right after, and then now he just like took like 40%. I think Olimar beats Link slightly, but it could be even. So right here, I think that was a bad throw, but right here, you see me just kind of like feeling him out, and letting him like kind of come into my stuff and then getting my little like chip damage over and over until I find an opening. Like, even though he took the stock early on, I tried to let him kind of fall into my damage a lot. That was a bad dash grab. Whistle right there because he's at the higher percent, so he's not going to be able to get a true follow-up off of it. That was a super good pseudo footstool off of me. That was a little bit of a slow time for me. Like, I got caught up, I guess, in my own movement. I didn't respond fast enough, and it ended up costing me, like, I get grabbed for it. So it definitely wasn't the smartest thing. How stressful is G6? More stressful than you can imagine. I already had a lot of stuff going on in life, and then I had to focus on... I should have forward smashed him right there. Had I forward smashed him, he was dead. But I went for the up smash foolishly. Well, I mean, I killed him, but even then, you run the risk of sour spotting with up smash. But no, it's pretty stressful for a few reasons. But I had a good time. And it's funny. You'll see the like recurring theme in this game where like Olimar can get with Shuton too. It's like Olimar can get the kills first, but Wolf just needs his 1 or 2 hits and because it's super explosive. Probably should have up aired there, but I wanted the downer in case he tried to do something like a low option. I think I was really excited at the prospect of that killing him. The K9 gets salty. I think he was frustrated about his loss, but he seemed pretty chill about it. We were good sports. So I run it back here. I don't think this stage was bad at all. I think the game was just me making a couple choice errors. Look at that, he's 3-2 against me. Me making a couple choice errors that ended up costing me, but it definitely wasn't a stage problem. That's the reason I lost. But this last game was stressful. Oh my god, I was so nervous. And you'll see it in both of our play. Like, there's definitely some spaghetti on our ends. I wanna touch down on that exact scenario. So it's like throw Pikmin, let him come in, and then punish him. Okay. Oh, like let him come in, try and hit something, then you drift back and punish him, and then you make him the hit Pikmin. Another good desync. That's why it's so like nice to be able to hang onto this platform because it provides extra protection. You can kind of pressure on a totally different playing level of the playing field. Very important to utilize this stuff. Don't let them over centralize your play. But definitely integrate them in a way that's gonna help you. Next layout, no, I would not put them in the same category or like the same, I guess, thing. Like he's obviously really good, but I wouldn't call him an next layout. So he starts lasering here. I think that's pretty solid. Kind of just like making it a little difficult for me. Hey, big hitter, how's it going, man? Probably should have kept that purple, but I think I just really wanted to kill him and try and pressure here. Catch him with the back air there on his jump. That's super good. And now I have a lineup which is super strong for damage. So I go for the back throw once again. I have rage. I didn't want to risk like a down throw, or, like not working or anything. Catch my landing there. I probably should have upbeat just to like bait out the dash attack, but ended up not doing it. So he caught me. You gotta be careful when you're landing against a character who has a dash attack that kills, because they'll like let you drift out and then just catch you for it. One game on Tuesday. Just keep up the practice, and you'll definitely get there, man. I promise. Going back to what I was saying, how it's like let him come in, let him, and then you drift back, and then you catch him with a fair or something like that, and you just rinse repeat and get the free damage to them approaching poorly. Charge down smash in case he either spot dodges or rolls there, so it covers both options. What mic are you using? It's a HyperX Cloud Stinger, I think. It might not be the Stinger, but I know it's one of the HyperX Cloud like series. See, I'm using my purples there to cover my like recovery. Like you can add so much protection that you don't normally have by doing that, and that's why it's important to keep your purples and just your Pikmin in general. That was a very good up smash out of shield because I drifted in with my back air, whereas I would have needed to drift out. Yeah, I'm on a team. I'm on Armada. They picked me up after Genesis. Whistle the up tilt, and we jab forward smash. I was so scared when that happened. I was like, God, please no. Landing up air, really good option. Just puts a kill move above you. People don't often respect that or think about that. Yeah, I was sweating bullets when this part of this game was happening. I was like, oh my god, I gotta get my shit together. Had to drift out there for the forward smash. Had to respect it. See there again, fall with the down air. I don't want to fall with a defensive option. I want to be like, get away from me, respect my options. And he does have to respect it. Right there, I want to touch down on something. So he down tilts me, right? And we trade, and I don't jump. I don't do anything. I immediately up B, and I do it for two reasons. One, I want to get back into the action immediately. I want to get back on stage. But two, my Pikmin have not caught up with me. So when I up B, I'm going to immediately cancel my momentum that I'm going. I'm going to start going back forward. I'm going to get more airspeed than I would normally, because you get more airspeed when you're up Bing with Olimar than his normal one. In addition to that, my Pikmin aren't actually in my line, so I'm not carrying them. So I can go really fast, and you're going to see I get back on stage, and it's like I whistled my Pikmin back, and while they're coming, bam, bam, I'm good to go. And I get back in the action faster than I would have if I like jumped and then tried to get back to the ledge normally. And that's what I wanted. I did not want to be in a disadvantageous spot. So he starts lasering here. I don't blame him. I threw this purple here because I was like, if I can just snipe him, he's dead. This is where a lot of spaghetti happens. That was supposed to be a forward smash the other way. And I ended up missing. I was like, oh shit. But it all worked out. He down tilts me here, and then he told me he messed that up, and I was like, whoo! And then I tip him in the back with forward smash, and I win. So very volatile matchup. You gotta watch out for the back air, the up smash, the down smash, dash attack. Like you have to be very aware of these certain instances where yo, big hitter with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you. Welcome to the little astronauts. If you do have your Twitch and Discord linked, you can join my sub Discord. It's pretty straightforward and simple. But yeah, very volatile matchup. You have to like look at certain instances where it's like, oh, I'm recovering this way, and whoops, here, this is dash attack, like area. I have to be wary of that. So when you're fighting, similar to how I fought Fox in Smash 4 and stuff like that, you need to be, there's just certain areas of the map where you have to understand where he is in relation to you, so that you can get a better, you can better prepare yourself for options. Because if you're diagonal to him this way, he's not going to forward, he's not going to down smash you or something. He's going to have to do something else when you're drifting out. So you can kind of whittle down the options your opponent has, and then get a greater idea of what they're going to do, and then deal with it accordingly. Alright, let's watch Dabuz versus Zachary, and then we'll watch Tweak versus Shuton. Started out in Stadium. I think this is fine. There you went for the jab, jab, grab. Doesn't work. Should have forward smashed. Or you can delay the grab if you really want. It's just a bit risky because grab's so laggy. Zachary's got pretty solid combos. I also think Dabuz's whistle usage is pretty lackluster overall. Like, he doesn't use it nearly enough. So I think that'll also play into just like how much people are getting off him. Zachary just went super far out there. Like, that kind of goes back to what I was saying when Void vs Shuton was happening. He up smashed him, and then he went up there even further. He's like, oh, I up smashed you once. Okay, you think you're fine? Let me just come up here and then back air you. And then Zachary did something very similar. He knocked him away. He was like, okay, you think you're safe because you're out there? No, I'm just gonna burn my resources real quick, put out a back air, and then you're either gonna deal with it or you're going to die. And he ended up dying because of it. I don't think down tilt will beat that, to be honest. Like I said, that move's very disjointed. It feels very similar to Witch Twist, to be honest, in terms of hitbox size. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but it is what it is. He dumps the blue there. I think that's fine. You don't really need it at the low percent. You're not getting much more than a little bit of extra throw damage, and with how, excuse me, how much the dynamic of the match has changed, you don't grab so much in this game. That was a super good parry. This whole sequence from Dabuz was just phenomenal. Like, he goes in, parry, and then he jabs, which is what do you use Stream Smash when you're actually playing? I have an Elgato HD60 capture card. He jabs, which is the best punish he has. One, because it's not a Pikmin, so it's not going to die. It's his fastest option. And then he realizes that you don't want to grab, because he tried grabbing off jab earlier. He knows it's not going to work. He goes for the side B on the spot dodge, catches it, then he fairs him. Then he down tilts, then he fairs again. And it's an immediate 62. Off of one parry off of a laser, because that was such a, that was legitimately optimal in my opinion. Because he had the best lineup for it. It was the white and the purple, and it was just such he just outplayed the hell out of Zachary that stock. Um, Constant like nope, 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 and that's what you want to try and do with Olimar. You want to hit someone, and you want to understand what they're gonna do because like this sounds a little general advice, and I don't want it to be like general, but with Olimar especially, when you hit somebody, you how do I put it? Like you hit them, and you want to know how they're gonna respond to your hit, like he did there. He jabbed. He knew spot dodge was coming. Tack white on. Then he gets to fair while he's recovering. Because he knew that he was able to keep his combo up going. He's doing that, and then Zachary gets back on stage or whatever, then he hits him, then he up airs him, then he up smashes. Like he knows how Zachary is trying to respond to his information, and because of that he's able to just like capitalize. And when you're able to capitalize with Olimar, you're gonna get more bang for your buck than most every other character. Like the Buzz is rather you see how the Buzz is rather conservative with his purples. I think that's alright, especially for like the way he plays. It's not the most aggressive in your face, but I mean he's definitely making it work, so I think it's fine. I think he could have kept that second purple, but the way he upbeat it didn't allow him to. I would have tried to do that as well, to be honest. So I don't blame him for doing that. He went for the cross up nair there. After that, he tried to keep like pressuring and dancing around Zachary's shield. He probably should have ran away. That was a bit risky because like you saw that up smash started and just scooped him up for being above Wolf. And up smash has a rather large hitbox when his legs are connected, so it was very risky to do that. He definitely should have like missed the nair, hit his shield, and then be like, alright, time to cut my losses, reset, and continue out playing. Just a lot of back and forth neutral. Lasers, side B, one of them trying to approach. The Buzz is like giving him the ground, and that's fine. He's not too worried about getting like cornered because there's only so much Zachary can do. Unfortunately, that grab range did not reach. It was a little scary. He's doing a very solid job ledge trapping. Back throw. I think that was a little too optimistic, to be honest. That sequence, the Buzz kind of gave away more than he needed to. He gets the back throw here, and what I would have done is I would have jumped, up aired, cycled to the white and white side bead. But what he should have done is he should have, if he was concerned with a forward smash, he should have just grabbed, because the grab hitbox would have lingered here, and the grab hitbox in this game for Pikmin is oriented on the top of them instead of the bottom like in Smash 4. So if anything, it was going to grab him out of his up B if Olimar didn't hit, because when Olimar grabs, unlike his smashes, his Pikmin are intangible. You can't they're transcendent, I guess. You can't interact with them. There's no hitbox. They have no hurtbox. So would have just like done it. He should have spaced a little bit farther out and then gone for his own grab and then done it instead of a forward smash. And then he gets back out there because I don't know if he DI'd in or not, but it looked like it. But he definitely should have like reorganized how he was like doing that and then been like, I got hit, I need to get out of there, instead of, you know, similar to that first stock where Zachary was like, I hit you once, have another back air. Like he's ready to chase with that kind of stuff. Going back to Stadium, I think that's a fine choice. I mean, it wasn't a bad stage by any means. Getting his up airs and up smashes. The way Zachary dances around like your shield and just like pressures you with his buttons is super smart, though. It's really like incredible how well he does it. But still not kind of like accepting that you just have to not mess around with that. I actually like how many times he up smashed there. He was just like, look, you're going to fall into one of these if you want to. Like, it's a dangerous game to play around than Olimar. He's just like letting those rip. I maybe he couldn't have shield grabbed that. I thought he was going to, but you know, maybe not. I think Debuz got stuck in his own movement there on the platform. I know that happens to me sometimes. I like how I didn't spot dodge there, instead opted for the jump to mix it up. This, oh my god, this made me so mad. What? What? Look where he's at. My man is here. Yellow is here. And it just didn't even matter. Like, I can understand the yellow not hitting, because it got hit first or whatever, right? It didn't actually desync, or like 2-frame, but like, that hitbox is absolutely wild. And it killed him. That's crazy. Catches him with a forward air. I love how strong forward air is in this game. So nice. Yeah, it was definitely something else. I remember I was like, what the hell was that when I saw it in person? Fat 52 off 1-up smash. On those, you definitely want to DI out, like I said, be ready to whistle if they keep it going, and then potentially punish them for overextending. Back throw. I don't know if that was a read roll or a roll read or an accident, like wrong direction, but either way, it didn't pan out too much. Solid forward air. He waited there. He waited just a second too to forward air. Like you'll see, like he jumps, and then he waits because he doesn't want to immediately rise with the fair. He needs to wait until Zachary commits to something, and that's exactly what he does. And then he catches him with the forward air. Oh, I feel so tired. Very good forward smash. Catches him on the jump there. I know Zachary doesn't use a reflector, which is a bit weird. I know people have said like he doesn't know he can reflect projectile or like smashes or whatever, but I think that's a little ridiculous. Such a good up air into back air. That's exactly what I would have done. Just like catching Zachary. The nice thing about Olimar is you can turn. He has a bad disadvantage. Put quotes around that. But he has the ability to turn his disadvantage into advantage off of one straight hit because he can attack anywhere. He has more freedom than most characters do off stage. Funny enough, or on the ledge, he can just like, oh, call you an up air. Oh, now I'm comboing you. You know, it's very explosive in that regard. So that was good on him. The approach I always take with Olimar is like, no matter where the match is at, no matter what our percents are, I'm always looking for a way to kill you faster. Like, I want to just end your stock right now. So if that means I'm on the ledge and you did something, then we're going for a ride if I hit you with an up air. Or if that means you're off stage and we're off there and we're both near the blast zone, I'm gonna kill you. Like my goal is to kill you. Like I want to end the match as fast as possible, right? I want to take those stocks. So like don't limit yourself to going, I'm in advantage, I'm in disadvantage. I have to be stuck with these options, right? You want to be like, okay, this is where I'm at. Yes, I should keep these things in mind, but allow myself. Shut up, Ross. You should allow yourself to like attack wherever if you need to. I feel like I don't use air dodge enough in this game after watching like Shuton and the Buzz. They are loving it. I feel like I'm more about Whistle though. Frostbite about to be lit. Yeah, it's gonna be a good ass tournament. Are you excited for me to win it? I think you should have forward smashed him there. Oh, he's sharking. Yeah, we're both going. There'd be a lot of Florida going to it actually. He wasn't fucking around with it that time. He was like, get that UB away from me. Alright, so he takes that game. Very solid. He was respecting Zachary at the ledge a bit more that time. As the set has gone on. Yeah, we're flying. He let the set go on. Kind of respect him a little bit more. He'd let Zachary kind of commit to an option from the ledge and then punish accordingly, as opposed to trying to punish him at the ledge or like when he was grabbing it. And I think that was a bit safer, especially when DeBuzz had the lead and he didn't need to put himself in that like risky situation. You have to be confident in your ability to outplay your opponent. Do they show the bans? What did DeBuzz ban? I think it was like FD and Callus. Callus, hard to agree with. FD, I suppose. I'm assuming he didn't ban Siege either because he likes it. I don't know if he likes Siege. Or because he doesn't think Zachary is going to take him there. Which, I mean, is a pretty safe bet. A lot of people didn't want to take anyone to Siege. I just more so banned it out of, like a just in case. Quick 63. You gotta watch out for those up smashes. They'll do you dirty. I like the up smash there. I was thinking about like maybe back throwing, but up smash in hindsight was much better. Especially with like a single red too. Like you're just not gonna get much off a back throw at like 90. You notice how like between DeBuzz and I, compared to like Shuton, the way we're handling getting off the ledge is usually a lot different than Shuton. Spot dodge up smash. Yes, you should enjoy. If you enjoy tournaments, go to them regardless. Like, the best way to improve is to go to tournaments and keep practicing. Don't like be like, oh, I didn't win fast enough, so I have to give up. People learn at different rates. He rolls there because you know if Zachary's committing to a single option like that, FTL you just roll past and you're fine because it is a bit of a longer animation. It's just naring. It's good though because he catches like a roll or like something in place. Like he doesn't have to worry about like intangibility frames kind of outlasting it. No, I mean if you want to go to Frostbite, don't not go somewhere because you're worried about your skill. I mean, I go to tournaments and I'm probably, you know, I'm not expected to win them, like stuff like Genesis and Frostbite, but I go because it's fun and I want to see how far I can get, and I want to push myself to be better so I can win them. Forward throw, tack that white on. No, the buzz. I would have tacked it on, especially considering you weren't planning on like using it to attack. To up tilt instead of short hop nair. Yes. Uh, up tilt's faster on the ground, and you can poke with the antenna and anti-air people. You also get different follow-ups off it. Forward air, not gonna kill. The Bud's doing a great job of just not dying here. Oh, never mind. Gets snared. Every one of Olimar's moves has a use. Some more than others, but he does not have a bad move. Due to contrary belief. The Bud's like, you want to sit there, dude? You come on down. I'm not coming up there. That's one thing I really do admire about him is his patience is very strong. Drifting out there, he gets hit. He understands that he needs to get away from Wolf. He's not going to die by holding out. Because had he held in, you know, there was likely that back air or that down smash was going to catch him. I use Pro Controller because I used Wii Remote Nunchuck in Smash 4, and I can't use that anymore, and I hate the GameCube controller. But use whatever you prefer. If you like GameCube, use that. If you like Pro, use that. For me, it's preference. Just feeling him out. Like, this is fine. He's just making it easier for his straight hits to kill Zachary, so it doesn't really matter. Like, there, hits him with an up smash. Then he gets the stock. Pacinator. I'm doing bot analysis right now. Good time today. I'm noticing a theme with Wolf's liking this stage. I wonder what it is about this stage that they really like, because it's like not bad for Olimar either. My pro's been. The only issue I had with my pro was when it actually broke and I got a new one. It's been fine ever since. Nintendo sent me a new one. That nair into forward air was really nice. He didn't go anywhere out of that nair either. So yeah, the Buzz is using like one Pikmin, and he's just like he's treating his aerials like a sword at that point, so he can keep pressuring Zachary. Like if he's not gonna be out of his range, like there's nothing Zachary can do about that except like dodge it because you can't interact with his aerials. That was a good up smash. Caught him with like the tip of the leg at the when they were split. Such a good up air. He knew that he was gonna jump. Oh my god! No, why did you? Okay, I'm a little disappointed you threw that wide away, but I guess. But that was really good. The Buzz got a keen eye on like how Zachary's reacting to his options, and he's able to punish. Like that's how he got the up air out of the up smash because he knew he was gonna jump at that point instead of hold shield or spot dodge or grab or anything like that. He should have down smashed that, I think. Maybe up smash out of shield if he felt like the down smash was gonna be too slow because he would have to gone through shield drop. I'm really surprised that Nair didn't clip him, but I'm assuming because Wolf went so low that it just dodged the Nair entirely. Honestly, like Zachary does a pretty good job at the ledge, but outside of the like occasional like stray hits into like a deep back air, he doesn't threaten that much. I feel like the Buzz had pretty good success actually getting back on stage. Whenever Zachary is, that was so good. If you want to sit on the ledge like that, it's a free down smash for Olimar, but he's had a really good time of getting back on stage each time. Just like mixing up rolls and timings and things like that. There's a lot of ways you can mix it up, and like you only have a select few options, but the different ways you can do it actually make a massive difference. Catches him with a back air. Oh, I don't know if DeBuzz wanted to land on that, but what I would have done personally, and what I'm assuming he would have done, is so you see how he threw the purple there? What you wanted to do is go under. So like the purple's here. The purple's now rejoined your line in a sense. It's in like the Pibble range, which is that range around Olimar, where the Pikmin can be used even though it's not technically in your line. You fly under here, so you've resynced the purple because you're near it. You fly under, up air, drift back on stage, and you hit him for committing on the platform. But instead he lands on it, I'm assuming by accident, and then gets punished. Running away, getting this free side B damage. That was really good patience on Zachary's part, kind of knowing that the buzzer was going to fall with a button. You can't do that. When you have, similar to the down throw thing that I mentioned earlier, when you have one Pikmin and you use it and you hit with it for a smash. Like you don't like hit a shield, but you hit with it. It had its own first active frame. Olimar's up smash first active frame is 37. Pikmin's first active frame is, I don't know, but it's slower. By enough of a point where you cannot up air again. So you see he jumps in up airs, and he would have had, like, the Pikmin hasn't even touched the ground yet. Pikmin's not even touched the ground yet, and the Buzz is already here. There ain't no way that's happening. So you actually have to wait sometimes if you want to get a follow-up with just one Pikmin. It's the same. It's the same for grabs as well. They have their own first active frame. That's separate from Olimar's. He's doing a not terrible job. Like it's fine if Wolf wants to grab you over and over again. And then he scooped him up with an up smash. Just caught him jumping there. I think that was a read on Zachary's part. I mean, there's not much you could do. Just like he just got outplayed in that instance. So it's not too bad. Zachary didn't ban Lilat, which I'm interested. I wish. Oh wait, what did he ban? It'll tell us. Yoshi's Island Brawl had to be one of them. Yoshi's Story. Okay. Thankfully, in the Genesis rule set, you could only ban so many of the slants Um, Lilac probably is the one that made him feel the most comfortable. Like platform formation's not too bad for him. He could probably laser camp under pretty well. Big things are just like you can't like it is still Lilac and it still does have slants, so it helps you a lot. Um, in that like you can cover the entire stage with like a Pikmin toss if you're doing it at the right angle on the slant and stuff like that, and you'll see that. So I think this is a fantastic stage for Olimar. So like the budge is going back to the like full range, like get away from me. I'm just gonna get my free side B damage, make you approach, things like that. Catches him on his jump right there. Zachary is playing rather aggressive right now. He's not trying to give DeBuzz more space than he needs to. DeBuzz catches him with a back throw. That was a really good down smash there. Just with the spacing, the way it worked, the yellow was able to catch him on the 2-frame, I assume, which was important. You can do it, but like generally it's so risky. But on slants, you get a bit more leniency because of the way they work. I don't know why. I find it easier on things like Yoshi's Island Brawl and Lilat. Gets the jab. He got the jab block and then he messed it up. I still messed him up from time to time, but he didn't even like realize I think that he got it, and then he just like went for another jab. You gotta be like jab one, or like just a lot of times I'll just like jab one into F smash, not to, just like to reduce the chance of me accidentally messing it up with a jab too. I like how he's not committing too much. He's just trying to put distance between himself and Zachary, just trying to get percent. Which I think was overall a better option, more safe. He wants the damage right now. Got the grab clank. Forward throw. The white side B. Respects it again once again respects the ledge. I think that was a really smart option. Like he's learned his lesson in the sense that he's not ready to like try and punish stuff he doesn't need to. That was a good tech chase with the down smash. Covered, I think, everything except roll back. It's getting a little hairy to Buzz. Getting a little hairy. He was just gunning them down right there, and he kind of coerced him into going to that platform, which allowed him to up smash. So it was definitely tough, but it's all good. The Buzz has a solid lineup, like to bring it back anyway. White, yellow, white, purple. I think is one of the best lineups in this game, actually, especially at low percent, because the damage of white and purple, and like yellow's combo ability and the extra range on it is so important. My man, DI out and whistle. You don't need to take those combos. I don't know if that was an accident, like direction-wise or not, but I think it was. Catches him with a laser in the face. Yeah, I think all three of us, like, if you watched, there was quite a level of difference in how we played. Like, there was a lot of overlap, clearly, because, I mean, we're all playing Olimar, so you're going to see a lot of the same stuff, but it was like, Shutan was very aggressive, almost to a fault at times. Like, I was more mid-rangey, with, like, my general play. I'd like to let him whiff, and then DeBuzz is very, like, long range a lot of the time, let him come in and then catch him for that. Whereas I would try and like sit right outside of his range and coerce him, and then Shutan would try and catch him before he did it. I think you can use all three of them strategy-wise to get like efficient results. Like you don't need to like tie yourself down to one specific playstyle or anything like that. Let yourself kind of like be free flowing in how you're playing. If it, if your strategy is one way or the other, or if you're like your general playstyle is one way or the other, that's fine. Um, but what was I gonna say? But like the biggest thing is just understanding when and how to respect Wolf's buttons and which ones you don't need to respect. Like right there, you didn't need to respect that laser on your shield, or you don't need to respect like you know um, like certain tilts on shield, or like if they whiff an up smash, things like that. You're free to punish that. And then the moves you do need to respect, you either need to just like not try and punish them after they've hit you, or use your aerials to catch them as they're coming in or as they're starting, because your aerials will always win. All right, let me see something. Tweak shoot on. Okay. Damn, I felt bad for Tweak because he beat Shuton, and then he would have had to fight, and then he fought DeBuzz, and then if I would have beat Cosmos, and he beat DeBuzz, then he would have fought me, and that would have been three Olimars in a row. That would not have been fun for him, I imagine. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Start out Wolf Olimar starts out on Stadium, fine stage, I think. Kind of just feeling it out. I've actually never seen Tweak's Wolf either, so this will be interesting. Once again, you see Shuton there. He gets the parry on the Nair, and he opts for a down tilt. Down tilt is slightly slower than your forward smash. It's tied as your second fastest option with up tilt at frame 6. It's really good. Obviously, you're not going to have your Pikmin dying. You're going to down tilt. It's going to pop them up. It's got a little bit of an anti-air hitbox on it, so you can kind of catch him as he's coming down. It's just going to give you more likely of a punish off of a hit than, say, go for a smash and risking your Pikmin dying or being too slow. So that was a solid option. Like you can don't. I want to clarify that. Like don't worry about not using like smashes out of parry. Like it's perfectly fine to do that. I do that plenty. You know, it might not always work. You need to like. It's very hard to do it in the moment, but like if you parry a move and you have like a purple and you know your purple can tank that hit, go for it. Like if it's not gonna die, go for it. You know, so it is important to keep track of your Pikmin health, obviously. And there's a lot of factors that go into it, but like I parry a lot of things and then I still get smashes plenty of the time. Not all the time. It sucks. It is what it is, but don't like. Once again, like I was saying before, never limit yourself to one way of playing. You need to allow yourself access to all your tools and consistently evaluate what you need to use in every given moment. And once you do that, you're gonna flourish a lot more because you'll have access to the entire toolkit of your character as opposed to the select few things in any given scenario. Didn't even mess with that forward smash. I don't blame them though. It's super lagless. Holy enough? No, they are just a palette swap, similar to the Koopalings. I kind of like this more defensive play from Shuton real quick, where he just kind of hangs back and he lets, you know, Tweak shoot lasers and do whatever he wants. I definitely resonate with Shuton though. Like if I'm not running in your face and trying to hit you or something like that, or sitting right outside the danger zone trying to kill you, it kind of makes me a little fidgety, and I'm like, what if I go hit you though? So I definitely don't like. He was like, it literally just that. He was like, okay, we're gonna sit right outside your range, and I'm gonna use this kill move, and you're gonna jump into it eventually. It's just, I guess, more fun to play Olimar for us that way. It's just like how we like doing it, like pushing a lot of buttons, keeping a very high tempo. So I definitely feel for him in that regard, but sometimes you do got to be like, I need to get the hell out of here. Like, don't tell yourself not to use these tools with Olimar. He kept his purple, very smart. Back air, up smash, back air, dude. The classic. Back though, yeah. I thought he was gonna spot dodge there, but Shuton that is, but he ended up going for I think a down smash or something that ended up not coming out because he got it grabbed. See right there, parried the fair, went for the down smash. Down smash the fair didn't even hit his Pikmin there, and that's probably because the way he parried it and all that other stuff. But when you do parry things, a lot of the times a frame or two can make a difference if you get a punish. So it's important to know the varying speeds of your forwards or of your smashes. Down smash is your fastest, comes out of frame 10. Forward smash next at 11, up smash at 12. So they're all relatively close. But if you ever see like an Olimar do something and then like down smash, it's because it's their fastest option, and they usually just want to make sure they get the hit out. Like their biggest concern right now is not necessarily killing you or whatever. It's just like, yeah, it might kill you. I need to get you off of me. This is my fastest hard hitting option. There it again. Parries the fair again, goes to the down smash. Go back here. Oh, I want to keep yawning, excuse me. I think he could try and coerce him into getting like a blue grab if Tweak wants to play that game, like stuff like that. Like he could if he really like mixes up his spacing and go for things like pivot grab or something on the dash attack. That's tough. Like he's carrying the purple here, and he goes for the up air, and then he goes for the side beat, and he needed to go out high instead of straight in because that gave him an up smash, or it gave him a down smash. And I don't know if Tweak would have been able to react in time and go for like a an up smash or something to compensate for it. Assuming he went in because he thought he could cover the distance in time, but it's a risky thing at times. Down throw, forward air. Definitely should have went for a forward throw or back throw, I think, there. Feels weird because, like, the more I watch this, I feel like Shuton a lot of the time does, like, super well. Like, he's just, like, handling his opponent so well, and then, like, something happens and he's just, like, dying. Or, like, it'll just immediately turn into a reversal. I feel like Shuton's disadvantage in this game is lacking at the moment now that I'm really thinking about it. Because a lot of his kills are like when he's at the ledge. Like he's getting killed a lot when he's at the ledge. You know? Jump side B? Yep. I teched it that time. He wasn't about that life. Forward smash. But yeah, so right there he like overextended and he got side like he goes in there, he goes in there. And I don't blame him for doing that. I probably would have done the same thing. I probably would have been trying to either yellow dare. I think yellow down smash actually at that spacing would have been perfect. It would have killed him most likely. But I don't blame him for going for that dare, and then he gets hit, and then he ends up doing the wrong thing, and then he gets forwarded. But or forward smash. But his like neutral's pretty solid. His advantage is pretty alright. Like it's good, but his disadvantage is just where he's losing so much. And as Olimar, that's the area where you need to be like trying your hardest to disengage from the opponent, and like halt everything they have, because if not, then it spirals out of control really really badly. So using your up B, using your air dodge, using your whistle, whatever it is, but like sometimes even being like, okay, we need a hard reset, and you just like up B with no Pikmin across the stage and outspeed them or whatever, and then you end up being able to reset, or at least getting away from like the ledge. So it's pretty unfortunate that happened. Because like these games are so close, I feel bad for him. Up throw, no follow up. Little sloppy movement. I'm pretty sure that's what that was. If you're walking off a platform like that, I can almost guarantee it's not intentional. Good whistle. What I was talking about was like if they want to keep these combos going, they're not actual combos at that point on Olimar anymore. They're kind of just like strings. So you have the ability to whistle them when you DI out and stuff like that. He's kind of gone to a more like runaway side B heavy playstyle, and I think that's good. if you can really do it right, because you're just gonna get a lot of percent. And the biggest thing is just making sure to like punish Wolf for having to approach it during that time. Olimar's jab is so whack in this game. It's like good and then it's bad at the same time, because half the time they'll like pop out, or the second one won't connect, or they'll fly behind you or something. It's inconsistent. Not as bad as some of them, but it's definitely not where it should be for a working jab. There we go. Catches him lingering on that ledge. Because I believe, just like in this game, don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure it's the case. The higher your percent is, the less ledge invincibility you have when you grab the ledge. So a lot of the times, players don't actually take that into account. So he's at like 120, 130 there, right? And he grabs the ledge. It's not the same amount of invincibility when he has it 0. So his timing, if it's not adjusted, you can actually put out that down air, which is a lingering, like, I think it's 7 frames worth of sour spot, which is the hitbox that's tweak out there. You can do that. You can down smash, and since they have less invincibility, they don't think about it. They get hit, they die. That is true. Okay. Yeah. So, that was something I didn't smash for. It's something that's very good in this game. So you can catch people slipping for not adjusting their gameplay in those minor ways at those higher percents. Oh, I would have down smashed. That shit would have been popping like a balloon. Okay, so they're just like feeling themselves out right now. Like they're just trying to get hits. I think Shuton probably could have stayed a bit more grounded and done more retreating, like purple side Bs to like force tweak off of him. But he ended up getting back aired. Like when you have the purples, you need to make adjustments to your playstyle to compensate for having this extra these extra options and power. And if you're not doing that, you're just like wasting them. You're just getting like a glorified hard hitting move, instead of something that can be like get off of me. Yeah, Shuton's disadvantage is he's getting swamped right now for every time he gets hit like once or twice. It's very bad for him. Tweet didn't kill that purple. Oh, I would have desynced that F smash, but I don't know if Tweak would have gone down there. Kept the blue. Okay, I can vibe with it. That was a super good weight on the back air. I really like that. Made sure to give himself time to get in front of Tweak, and like in case he spot dodged immediately, because some people react right when they see you jump. They'll react at the first sign of like movement. So the weight on the back air kind of confirmed that he was going to hit it, even if he did spot dodge. It's brutal. Damn, I feel bad for just Shuton. I lost to 2 wolves. Ooh, okay. Called Tweak sitting in shield a bit too long there. Had enough time to go pivot guard. That was definitely a solid thing. Because, if people are going to pin themselves down in shield and they're not going to be comfortable in their immediate reaction time, and they're kind of like slow, you definitely need to be able to capitalize on those punishes like that. And being able to notice that is really difficult too. Like it's just like in the moment you're like, oh, they're still in shield when they shouldn't be. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna kill them. That was a mistake. He definitely did not mean to run into him that long. I'm 99% sure of it. Good back air. A lot of little flubs from Shuton, I've noticed. I like the up tilt after that. Catches the jump. They did trade, but at least they traded. Like it wasn't just like a straight up like Shuton got beat. Oh my god. My man's playing with fire. Alright, alright. Okay, okay. Tweak got those fantastic techs, though. Should have whistled that second purple back. Purple side B? Nope. Son of a biscuit eater. That move has shafted Shuton so many times this tournament. It's unreal, dude. Oh, he gets 3 out. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that stage was definitely fine as well. Um, Once again, just Shuton kind of getting blown up at a moment's notice when he's doing really well. Like it's not an issue of him being able to outplay his opponent a majority of the time. Like he's fine at contending with that. It's just like the times he is getting outplayed or he is making errors, it's so much more costly than what's happening for them. Why is Tweak shielding so much? Just snare. Because if you press Nair, you get hit. Olimar's aerials will beat Nair. Olimar's, like, you don't just press Nair and win. Wow, that hit there. I don't know, maybe Shuton extended his hitbox or something. It shouldn't kill. One of the annoying things I will say about Wolf is that his laser, when you have a Pikmin on him and he pulls out his laser, the hitbox on it actually kills your Pikmin. So it can be frustrating at times because it won't always block it. But yellows are especially nice because they like go through the lasers. Like right here, he's just he was pretty stuck in that corner for a bit. Took him a bit long. Which I mean, that's gonna happen to every Olimar player, so I definitely don't want to like rag on just Shuton for having that. Um, but he's really got to like when you're fighting players who are this, I guess, refined in how they're gonna blow you up and stuff like that, and they have a lot of opportunities to kill you. They're always looking for ways. It can be very stressful if you're like letting yourself get pinned down like that. Okay, hit that sour spot up smash. Tweak's just like threatening around him with the aerial, and Shuton isn't able to like match the airspeed of Wolf a lot of the time, and so he's not able to get in there with an aerial and catch him because like Wolf will drift out before Olimar can get to him. So it's looking a little tough to be honest. Okay, okay. That's a good down tilt up air. Plus the back air. I like how Tweak retreats there because he knows his shield is kind of low, and like it's prime like F smash shield break like territory. So he kind of just doesn't even like humor the idea, and he's just like, we're gonna go back, we're gonna laser camp a little bit, just let my shield replenish. That was a good grab. Up to won't kill unfortunately. We'll a little bit of a heavier dude in that regard. Plus it's a battlefield. Probably would have killed with more rage, but what can you do? Wow, that scooped him. Something to keep in mind though is you have to. There was a lot of times where Shuton would get caught because he would jump as the laser was coming out. So you need to be aware of your laser, like when he's lasering. You can't jump after the laser's out. You have to jump as like as it's coming out or before it comes out because if you're doing it, it's covering you at these certain distances. So you have to be very mindful of the distance between you guys and when you can and cannot jump. And that's something Shuton wasn't doing a lot, and he was getting caught. And I do it. It happens to me a lot against Wolf too. It's very difficult to like always be mindful of that. But it's definitely something to keep out for. I mean, Olimar's not too slow to approach challenging, like non-challenging aerials. Like you can do it. It's just tough at times, and if your opponent's really good about it, it can be a bit annoying. But even if they are good about it, you can still readjust for it and fight them. Like it's not a huge issue. In the grand scheme, it's just like one step in the overall dynamic of a match.